I'm shy.
Okay, well, I'm gonna give you a demonstration of what my sister does. Yeah, some more shows, more shows. She's a contortionist.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Okay, well. Where's the... Oh, yeah.
So I want to know, you guys want to see a show?
Yeah!
Sister, she's going to be doing a contortion act. She's been doing it all over her life as well. And she practiced a lot more than I do. Yeah, she's more disciplined than me. So. But you'll see.
Very, very tough.
This one?
Look, I'll click on it for you. I take care of music. No ringmaster today.
Yes, ringmaster. Ladies and gentlemen, today you're going to be seeing a contortion act that my sister has put for you guys. Woo! So give it up for Stephanie Lumen. Questions? More? Okay.
Are any of you two double jointed in any places on your body?
You want to answer that question?
Okay.
Hey. Whoa.
Well, by double jointed, I didn't know swag. Horror movies. We don't have that kind of flexibility. Only very few people could have that I know of. And well, like, it's very difficult and dangerous, and for me, I personally don't want to learn that. Oh no. What about you? Would you ever consider being double jointed?
No. I'm just like this. I'm just recovering from having a baby. So. No, I never. No. I've met people that do contortion, like other type of contortion, where they're like inside a little tiny box and stuff. But then they told me they always have back problems. Like I said, it's just horrible and all that stuff. A lot of discipline and practice. That's something that you have to be practicing every single day, because every single day, the more you warm up and stretch, the more flexibility you have. So every time you stretch, that's more flexibility that you're putting in your body. So the more you do it, like if you do it for like 2 or 3 months, if you do it properly and disciplined. I've heard so many people that have a lot of back problems, and they say they do it because they love it, you know, but as a hobby, you gotta think twice, you know. You don't want to put yourself like that, hurt yourself, and we just gotta practice. Nothing is impossible, guys, honestly, it really isn't. You can do whatever you want, whatever you guys want to do, you know. I've been a little like having mental problems and stuff, and that hasn't stopped me from anything, you know. I've been performing, so you just gotta focus on what you want to do, you know. And yeah. She has a question?
Oh, same one. I don't have my glasses.
What's your favorite event to attend?
My favorite event to attend will be like state fairs or school too. I forgot to mention that. My circus, we work in state fairs and stuff like that. And it's awesome, honestly. Sometimes we get, like, I met, what's that girl we met at the Mid-South Fair that dated Jake Paul, whatever?
Oh, Peyton
Peyton, something like that. We met her, she's cool. We were performing at the state fairs, we're guests. So we get to meet and greet the celebrities that come and met her. I had actually, believe it or not, but Billy Ray Cyrus came to my circus one time. Yeah, it was in, where was it? Arkansas, I think, or Kansas. He just showed up, and I was like 8, or no, I was like 7, and so Miley Cyrus she's just like 3 years older than me. I'm 24, or 4 years, so she was a little girl, I didn't meet her, I met her dad. He came to my circus. And he's like, oh, everything's so beautiful, I love the little girls performing, really nice. We got to meet celebrities too, it's something I forgot to mention, that's also cool in the circus. Anyway.
Like your favorite celebrity.
So many, I think. Who was we met?
Squidward.
Oh yeah, Squidward's so awesome. Oh, what's his name?
I was at a convention too.
We were at a convention, and we were just walking, and he had like a pineapple shirt, and I'm like, huh? And I was doing my hoops, and I almost hit him in the face. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. He's like, it's okay. And then I turn around, I see Squidward, you know, and he's in the booth, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I almost hit him. I'm like, oh my god. He's like, oh my god. And the circus, he's like, oh my god, I love this circus. He's super nice. I always thought that his character was mean. So I was like, oh, maybe he's mean.
I love this
Super nice. And I'm like, dude, I love SpongeBob. He's like, I hate SpongeBob. I'm like, ah. It was so cool, yeah. And we met James and Solid Bob. Yeah, they're cool. They're like more party people. He had a baby when I first met him. He recently had a baby. He's like, look, I have a baby. I'm like, oh, he's like, when are you gonna have a baby? I'm like, I don't know. But I just had one because of the quarantine, I guess. Something happened. There was a bunch of celebrities, and those are my favorite celebrities. When I was younger, I did acting and stuff, and I got so lucky to get in for like Hunger Games. But the problem that I didn't took the opportunity was because my parents were kind of alone in the circus. Yeah, I've done a little bit of everything. I did commercials, I did acting, I did modeling, I did circus. I forgot to mention, when I was 17, I went to Dubai as a performer to perform over there. So I worked in Dubai, I worked in Turkey, I worked in Germany by the age of 17. Yeah, so I've been everywhere. I was a backup for Cirque du Soleil. Since I was for REHEARSING. A little girl, I was in Ringling Brothers. My family, they worked in Ringling Brothers. My dad was the 3rd youngest man in the world who did a quadruple somersault and the flying trapeze. My family's broke a lot of records and stuff.
And over ring 3, the Flying Lunas. Watch now as for the first time in 119 years and over ring 3, Francis Luna.
My grandfather first met in Mexico who did a triple in a flying trapeze. Then in America he was the second man, but like Latin, you know what I'm saying? My dad, he's half Chile and half Mexican. My mom is half Italian and half Mexican, so I'm a little mix of something there. A little spice, you know? So yeah, and my mom, she hangs by her teeth. There's an aerial where she has her sister, she's like carrying her sister like this, and like she's like holding like, I want to say, she has like a loop in her foot, and she's carrying her sister, and they would hang by the teeth.
Yeah.
And they would pull them up, I think, yeah, they would pull them down. They were like, kind of like rising from the,
Really high up.
rising like
Circus tent.
by hanging by the teeth. Oh, they do a lot of stuff like that, like crazy stuff, you know? She hangs by her teeth. I'm practicing because I have my wisdom teeth coming out. Sorry, I have my wisdom teeth coming out, and I can't really. Yes.
Do you do fire spinning?
I do everything. Everything. I do more than 15 acts. I do everything you can possibly imagine. Yes. Well, in my circus, every year we exchange acts. So we have to like, okay, we do like hula hoops next year, do lyra, and the next year we do this and that, you know. But I would say I think the easiest act to do, honestly, is lyra. For me, that's the easiest one.
What is
Lyra. Yeah.
Aerial.
Is there an act that there's something that you're afraid to do or like holding yourself up to?
Tigers. I can train anything, but I stay away from tigers because I've seen some trainers where they're doing their stuff and they turn around and then they're like, why do you do that? You can't turn your back at a tiger, you just can't. And I'm like, oh, because I would see them patting them like, oh, it's so cute. And I'm like, no, like, don't ever see them cute. You need to be aware of everything, you know? And I'm like, okay, yeah. But like, I've gotten in Saudi Arabia. I was working at, it's called Circo Latino, and I was 17, that's where I worked, and they had tigers, and my manager was like, hey, do you want to take a picture? I'm like, sure, and I walked in, I took the picture, and I got out, then they lost the picture, so it wasn't even worth it. I'm like, oh my God, that was a lot, like, that was the only time I was going to do it, because I'm terrified of tigers. I can't. Because I've seen accidents, I'm from the circus, and I know they're dangerous. Just ask me questions. Yes.
Is there like a performance or act you'd really like to do but haven't learned or gotten to yet?
The hand balancing, I love it, but like I said, it is so something that you just, nothing's impossible. I just,
If you're at an anime gathering, right?
Yeah.
Do you watch anime? If so, what do you
yes. Oh my gosh, right now I'm watching, what's it called? Oh, I was watching Attack on Titans. I love that one. My Hero Academia. Vampire Slayer, what's it called? Demon Slayer, sorry, Vampire Slayer. There's a different one, I get confused. Dora Mine was one of my first ones, and you know, I wasn't even dreaming about it. I'm like, I thought it was like in my dream. What else? Oh my gosh, there's so many, I can't think right now. I love everything. My sister's like Naruto, everything, yeah. One Piece, yeah, definitely. And also, my sister, well, you know, she loves Sailor Moon and stuff like that. She loves Sailor Moon. Yeah, and I did too. That was like the first ones I've ever seen. And I don't know, Hamtaro is also like an anime, right? Because I watched Hamtaro. You remember the little hamster? I used to watch. I loved it when I was a kid. So I watched that and Sailor Moon all day. My mom and my dad were here some cartoons. It was anime. It wasn't like that, you know. So I was like, whoa! And I fell in love with all the expressions and all that stuff they do. Yes.
What was your favorite country you visited?
Dubai is pretty cool, but it's kind of strict over there. You can't wear shorts or like what I'm wearing right now. I had to be all covered up, like more covered up than what I am. But I went to the Burj Khalifa, the big tower, And oh my god, I went to the biggest mall, I think we say in the world or something. I got lost. There's like 4 or 5 stories. It was crazy and beautiful. And I saw like cars made out of gold, like actual gold. It was crazy. I was like, wow, they weren't kidding when they said this is like the land of gold or something like they were saying. But that one was my favorite. Like, and I got switched. I'm like, oh my god.